Well, everybody, it's October, and that means one thing. Halloween, baby. The greatest time of the year for horror movie nerds like me. Now, normally this is the part of the video where I say that I never know how to do anything special for Halloween, since I mostly review monster movies anyway. This year I'm doing something special for Halloween. Ah yes, Tales from the Crypt, the HBO TV show based off the classic comic series. Back in the 90s, this was the show you watched when you wanted gore, nudity, and more horror-related puns than anyone thought possible. The show was a big hit, lasting 7 seasons, so it was only natural that it would eventually come to the big screen. And so in 1995, Tales from the Crypt Demon Knight opened just in time for Halloween, January. Oh, right, because nothing says scary like the month in between Christmas and Valentine's Day. Universal Studios saying, fuck it, just release it here to horror movies for over 20 years. Oh well, at least they remember to include the distinctive Tales from the Crypt theme music. I hate opening credits that have to rely on jump scares. Well, I certainly can't accuse the movie of not cutting to the chase. This opening bit manages to cram in pretty much everything the show was known for. Gratuitous nudity, gratuitous gore, and of course, gratuitous guest stars.
What the hell are you doing? You call that acting?
Yes, as a matter of fact, I do call it acting.
Well, let me tell you something, pal. You're no Gory Cooper. You ain't even a Robert Redford.
Okay, Crypt Keeper walking is fucking weird looking.
All right, everybody, reset.
What the hell did they dig this guy up?
John Larroquette's just upset that this movie's not as scary as Beethoven's Fifth. And what did the Crypt Keeper say earlier?
You're no Gory Cooper. You ain't even a Robert Redford.
Well, maybe you should have used Scary Oldman. See, I can do the pun thing too. Okay, we got the Crypt Keeper puns out of the way. Now just hurry up and introduce the movie already, will ya?
I call this one Demon Knight.
Well, that's good. Otherwise my title card wouldn't have made any sense. Wait a second, Billy Zane? William Sadler? Oh, come on, movie. How am I supposed to make fun of you if you actually cast good actors? You're really making my job hard here. Says the most epic costume designer credit you will ever see. Oh wait, I know why Zane was after him. His hand is really one of the Dragon Balls. And did every producer in Hollywood work on this? I guess that explains why Dick Miller's in this movie. I'm sure Joe Dante's name was in there somewhere. Now, if some of you are thinking, wait a second, Dick Miller, where have I seen that guy before? The correct answer is fucking everywhere!
I always hate drinking alone. You want to taste it?
I think Dick's drinking to forget the fact that he was in Evil Toons. Never mind that, though. These two need to find a place to stay.
Is that where we're going? Looks like a church.
That's it. Used to be a church.
Well, that's great. After Bill gets in there, he's gonna take control of an airport and then demand a 747 take him to South America. Well, looks like these two came to the right place. The only other people in here are other character actors. I'm serious. This movie has so many character actors, all it needs is Bruce Campbell and Ken Foree, and it's pretty much every horror movie convention I've ever been to. For example, veterans of the show may recognize Brenda Bocke, who was in Gunhead. There's also Jada Pinkett Smith, before she got smithed, and Peaches from The Shield. At this point, I wouldn't be surprised if Roger Rabbit showed up.
Postmaster comes in, and he rips my name tag right off my shirt, right in front of everybody.
I wouldn't be surprised if Christopher Walken showed up? Well, it was worth a shot. Oh, and in case you didn't know, Brenda's character was a prostitute.
Are my sheets done yet? They're downstairs. And I couldn't get all those stains out either. Damn guacamole.
Well, nice to know I'm not the only guy out there with green semen.
I'll get him for you, Cordelia.
Oh, poor guy. Hey, maybe I should give him a freebie.
Just what he needs. Someone else screwing him.
Yeah, Cordelia, the poor guy just lost his job. The last thing he needs right now is a beautiful woman that he obviously has a crush on having sex with him. While this is going on, Zane gets picked up by the Buford T. Justice twins here and gets on Sadler's trail.
To be perfectly honest, I wasn't really watching the speedometer.
Exactly why were you chasing me?
Son of a bitch thought he could get to be the Phantom. Boy, looks like having all those producers didn't help the catering on this movie very much. And once again, in case you didn't know Cordelia's a prostitute yet.
You hurry up and finish, and I'll take care of dessert.
I don't think tuna counts as a dessert. What? Alright, I'll just let the movie supply the vagina jokes then.
God damn it. Get that pussy off the table. I meant the cat.
No, you didn't. Well, we're almost there, but I think this place could use one more character actor. Hey, Thomas Hayden Church. Thank you, movie. Zane and the cops make it to the boarding house, where we learn that Sadler may not be who he says he is.
Drop the guns or I'll kill her. I said drop your goddamn guns!
I know this man, Sheriff, and he absolutely will not do it.
Put a cork in it, Zane.
Ah, come on, you knew I had to use that clip at some point.
Spread 'em. Well, Mr. Breaker. Pleased to make your acquaintance.
You know, Sadler should really be grateful the cops are just cuffing him. Usually movies end with him getting blown up.
Keep away from me! Shut up!
You know what? Maybe instead of put a cork in it, Zane, I should just use that clip.
Keep away from me! Shut up!
I'll harm you! You know, law enforcement in this town really hasn't been the same since Boss Hogg had to take over Roscoe's job as sheriff. And here's another fun fact. Back in the days before Viagra, if you had erectile dysfunction, you had to jumpstart your cock with a car battery.
My nipples are smoking.
I'm sure the officer will handle this situation with dignity and class.
I am assuming it was personal business, Cordelia.
Actually, Sheriff, it was kind of like a tune-up and a lube job.
I think I like my joke better. Eventually, the cops find Breaker's key thingy that Zane's after, so I guess this means Zane wins?
See, both those cars were stolen. So we are going down to the station and we're going to sort this shit out.
Sheriff, you're making a big mistake.
Well, you can't blame the guy for being thorough. I mean, both of you do usually play bad guys. Then again, maybe Billy's right.
Why wait?
Welcome!
Hey, come on, Billy. The Crypt Keeper's supposed to do the puns. He makes that very clear in his contract. Ah, who am I kidding? I can't stay mad at you.
Humans! You're not worth the flesh you're printed on! Fuck this cowboy shit!
You fucking ho dunk, po dunk, well then there,
Motherfuckers!
Alright, can I just say something? I fucking love Billy Zane in this movie. I mean, come on, just look at him. The guy was born to play charming yet creepy bad guys. There's a smile that says, nice to meet you, now you need to fucking die.
This property is hereby condemned.
So Zane uses his hand guacamole to create a bunch of Pumpkinhead rejects. Here's hoping it's the first Pumpkinhead, who then attack the building.
They're gone.
Where do you suppose they went?
Ah, don't worry, they're just hiding behind that jump scare. See? Told you. Breaker informs everyone that the only way to defeat the demons is to shoot them in the eyes, but that's not a very good strategy since this apparently lets them shoot you back. Breaker also seals up the place with his key thingy, but even that can't keep out Zane's one-liners.
Need a hand?
Give me the key, Breaker, for crying out loud.
Hey, don't worry, Billy. In a couple of years, you'll get to be in Titanic, and Sadler will have to be in Rocket Man.
What the hell are those things? Demons or something?
Well, that is what the title says, although for a second there it looks like I put in Tales from the Crypt Life of Brian. With nowhere else to go, looks like it's up to Breaker to earn the others' trust.
And about before with a knife, I wasn't gonna hurt you.
Funny thing is that I knew you weren't. I just had a feeling about you.
Well, it's nice to know you have good intuition regarding guys with a knife to your throat saying they're going to kill you. Meanwhile, looks like these two are having a bit of a lover spat.
I'm warning you, bitch.
You know, I'm not afraid of you.
No?
No.
Now, you may think that that makes Roach a bad guy, but he's actually just auditioning to be a superhero in a Turkish movie. Poor Cordelia. Maybe Zane can make her feel better.
Poor Cordelia. Seems downright criminal to treat such a pretty girl that way. I understand you. I know what you want. I know what you need.
Put a cork in it, Zane.
All you have to do is let me in. Let me in.
And I guess the smooth talking works, since Cordelia does decide to let him in. Oh well, I suppose this wouldn't be the first time she's let a creepy guy come inside her.
What? What do I keep saying?
And I don't think Jessica would appreciate the fact that Roger is about to cheat on her.
You really love me, don't you, Wally?
I've always loved you. From the very first time that I delivered your mail.
Yeah, nice one, Wally. Next tell her about the wall in your apartment that's covered in black and white pictures of her. Unfortunately for Wally, he won't get to play patty cake with Cordelia. I wouldn't be too upset though. She looks a lot different without her makeup on. I'm also starting to question this movie's commitment. For example, Irene gets her arm ripped off and the movie doesn't do a single give her a hand pun. Are you a Tales from the Crypt movie or not?
Now listen to me, all of you. You don't know what you're up against.
You've been doing a real fine job of helping us so far.
Yeah? Well, dressing up like Danzig isn't helping things either, Roach. The characters try escaping through an abandoned mine shaft, but unfortunately for them, it contains something even worse than demons. Extraneous child characters. Normally this type of thing would piss me off, but considering I haven't reviewed a Gamera movie yet, I better save some of my obnoxious kid hate for later. Run! The mine shaft was just a ruse to pad out the movie's length! Run!
Caller, this is for 4 years of minimum wage, you asshole!
You broke the seal!
Broke the seal? Wait, let me get this straight. So the key thingy protects them from the demons, unless they kill the demons, in which case the key's protection doesn't work anymore? How the hell does that work?
God damn it, I'm not making these rules up!
Really? 'Cause it kinda seems like you are.
You wanna know what's going on?
Well, we're an hour in, so yeah, it'd be nice.
In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth.
Whoa. Just tell us what's happening and go push your religion on somebody else, okay? So it turns out Breaker is actually the latest in a line of people chosen to protect a sacred key. If the demons get their hands on the key, it'll cause the end of the world. And the reason the key is so special is because...
Now to save it, God filled it with the blood of a carpenter who was being crucified by the Romans.
So the key is full of Jesus' blood? Well, at least that means if they get thirsty, they'll have a steady supply of red wine.
Now you know. You feel better?
No, I don't feel better. It's bad enough you cast actors that I like, but now you've actually got an interesting story, too? You're really screwing me here, movie!
You really got some balls, man. You're a fucking hero.
Yeah, a hero with terrible peripheral vision. The kid runs off because splitting up the characters was probably the only reason he was written into this movie in the first place. And Zane tries to seduce Geraldine, apparently by putting her in a Salt and Pepper video.
There's a great big world out there, Geraldine. You should travel. You can see it all. I can help you. You want Paris, Rome, Athens, you got it.
Yeah, you say that now, but you'll actually just end up going to Madagascar over and over again.
All you have to do is say yes. Do we have a deal?
Put a cork in it, Zane.
Well, Zane couldn't bring Geraldine over to the dark side, so let's give Uncle Willie a try. Fortunately, this time he's armed with something a little more persuasive. An R rating.
Poor Uncle Willie. You look like you've had a long, hard day, Uncle Willie.
I think it was a long, hard one.
I hate to break it to you ladies, but I don't think Uncle Willie's had a long, hard one since The Howling. Also, this is a Tales from the Crypt movie. You're supposed to be making Halloween puns, not cock innuendos. Speaking of Halloween, I think Zane decided to dress up like Hunter S. Thompson.
Suck this one down, Uncle Willie. Long, hard one. Nothing gets you fucked up faster. Am I right, guys?
I think the real Hunter S. Thompson could probably name a few things that get you fucked up faster, but it seems to have been effective, so I'll let it slide. Here's a little known fact about demonic possession. Not only are you able to still be alive after getting your head chopped off, but it also turns you into a completely different person. Oh, what? And the kid's actually being useful too? Cut me some slack, movie. I'm trying to find things to nitpick here. In other news, plot convenience.
Well, he was crazier than I thought.
Give me your light, Bob. Oh, God. He was planning to take out the post office for Cordelia.
Ah, the 90s. A time when you could depend on any postal worker to be a gun-crazy nutcase. And I know I keep using the put a cork in it Zane clip, but I actually want to hear him talk more.
How do I know you ain't gonna kill me?
You have my word. Of course you don't mind if we kill the others, do you?
Hey, if it makes you feel good, do it.
Makes you feel good, do it.
And if you need a paycheck, just do Blood Rain. Oh, and here's a shocker. Apparently the devil is untrustworthy.
Oh, Roach, there's just one more thing I forgot to mention. I lied.
Oh, poor Roach. He didn't deserve to die. Oh wait, yes he did. Well, I guess this means we'll have to lose some likable characters to balance it out.
Supper time.
Zing? Normally at this point in a horror movie I'd be angry that the kid is still around, but actually he really hasn't been annoying or obtrusive to the movie at all. Not only that, but later on when the kid gets possessed and turns into a monster, the movie actually has the balls to kill him too, which is something you don't really see that much. You taking notes, Hollywood?
Oh, Jesus. Breaker, I'm so sorry.
Breaker shouldn't be surprised that he dies at the end of this. I mean, he is played by Bill Sadler. The only way this could be more inevitable is if he were played by Sean Bean. So Breaker transfers the key over to Geraldine, and Zane has apparently decided to be Joe Satriani for Halloween now. Geraldine tries fending him off with the blood of Christ, but Zane's armed with the power of puns.
It's curtains for you, baby.
Also, if the key burned him before, just how is he able to touch it now? Well, I'm sure it's in the rules somewhere.
Damn. Guess Breaker didn't have time to tell you everything, huh? That eyeball shit only works on low-level demons. I know. Who makes up all these rules?
I don't know, these guys? Oh boy, dragging a girl covered in blood wrapped in a shower curtain? Yeah, I've been there before.
I want you. You know, no one's ever brought a demon knight over to the other side before.
Title drop.
I notice you're not saying anything. Is that because you're thinking of something to say? What the hell is there to think about?
Well, jokes for one. For example, you might want to get that gonorrhea checked out there, Billy.
Oh, boy.
Jolene, I'm gonna say something to you I haven't said to anyone.
I don't regret doing Scorpion King 3. Alright, time to put a stop to this guy. And I think you know where this is headed.
If I can't have your soul, I'm gonna take your heart.
Put a cork in it, Zane.
And so, having been defeated, Zane reenacts the ending to Evil Dead. Oh, I'm sorry, I meant Hellraiser. And that's Tales from the Crypt Demon... Oh, right, I forgot about the Crypt Keeper.
I love scarnations. I'm afraid I've got to hurry. Tonight's our big scream-in.
Yeah, pun. Just wrap it up, will ya?
Uh-oh. I think my producers are trying to tell me something.
I don't know what the hell the producers are upset about. This is easily the best one of this series. No, really, I mean it. In fact, I actually think this movie's kind of underrated. I mean, I won't go as far as to call it a horror classic or anything, but in terms of just being a fun horror comedy and a good representation of what the TV show is all about, I think this movie largely succeeds. The story is actually pretty interesting, it has a sense of humor while still remembering that it's a horror movie, and the movie's well made and entertaining. It also helps that it's got a great cast, and the actors are clearly having fun with their roles.
You fucking ho-dunk, po-dunk, well then there, motherfuckers!
So if you're looking for a fun movie to watch this Halloween, Demon Knight gets my recommendation. Well, that's all for now, but the Tales from the Cryptathon has just begun. I hope you enjoyed this one, because it's all downhill from here.